Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex, and today we're looking at a post from the Google Research blog published on the 24th of June 2025. This post introduces a new robotics model that can be adapted to entirely new tasks with as few as 50 to 100 demonstrations. The post is titled, Gemini Robotics On-Device brings AI to local robotic devices. And as well, see, this model shows impressive dexterity on a range of different robot types. This new system is a vision language action model, which means it understands both images and natural language instructions to decide on physical actions, all while running efficiently on the robot itself. Okay, and this next image gives us a great look at the kind of hardware we're talking about. This shows the experimental setup with a bi-arm Aloha robot, which the authors mention is the primary system they trained on. You can see the two arms positioned over a table with various objects, a bag, a bowl, and so on, used for testing dexterous manipulation. The article highlights that the model is adaptable through fine-tuning, which is a process of specializing the general model on a new task to different robot embodiments. An embodiment is essentially the robot's physical body, so this model can be adapted to other robots, like the bi-arm Franca FR3, or even a humanoid. Alright, and here we see some performance results on an instruction following benchmark. This benchmark measures what the authors call steerability, which is essentially how well the model can be guided by natural language instructions to complete a task. The chart compares the new Gemini Robotics On-Device model, in purple, against the previous best on-device model and the full, flagship Gemini Robotics model. On both easy and hard tasks, this new on-device model is a massive improvement over the prior version, showing it can handle complex multi-step instructions far more effectively, all while running locally. Building on that, this next chart focuses on a different capability, what the authors call fast adaptation. This is how quickly the model can learn an entirely new task through a process known as fine-tuning, which essentially means specializing the model using a small number of new examples, in this case as few as 50. The chart shows the average success rate after this process. You can see the new Gemini Robotics On-Device model, in purple, is a huge improvement over the previous best on-device model, and it's even getting close to the performance of the much larger flagship Gemini Robotics model. So digging deeper into those fine-tuning results, the authors detail some of the 7 dexterous manipulation tasks they used for testing. These are things with varying difficulty, like zipping a lunchbox, drawing a card, and even pouring salad dressing, really showing the model's fine motor control. They also mention the release of a Gemini Robotics software development kit. This kit lets developers test the model in the Mujoko Physics Simulator, which is a virtual environment for safely testing robot actions, and then adapt the model for their own specific robots and tasks. And this next series of images really drives home that point about adaptability, not just to new tasks, but to entirely new robot bodies. The article notes that while the model was trained on the Aloha robot, it can be adapted to other embodiments. Here, we see it running on the Apollo humanoid robot. It's successfully following natural language commands like, put the Rubik's Cube in the gift bag. This is a powerful demonstration of generalization, showing that the model's core understanding of actions can be transferred to a completely different physical form with different mechanics. So, to wrap up, what this work really introduces is a powerful on-device vision language action model. A vision language action model is a system that connects seeing, understanding, and doing. It processes visual input and language instructions to generate physical actions for the robot. The key takeaways are its efficiency, running locally with low latency, and its remarkable adaptability. It can learn new, complex tasks with as few as 50 demonstrations and can be generalized to entirely new robot forms. The team is also releasing a software development kit to help developers build on this work. That's all for this week's AI Research Roundup. Thanks for tuning in.